the Mama carried the Hanson name. Well, Mama's family did carry the Hanson name. Then when Uncle Hans was born, and he was born in America, so she had to get pregnant when he was still alive, because he died, I believe he died in September of '89. And she said she was 10 years old already when they came to America.
Who? Your mom?
Mama.
Okay.
So that would have made her 10 years old in 1888. Because she was born in '78.
Mm-hmm.
That would have made her 10 that. And what month they came, they didn't get to come with Grandpa, with her dad, because the children came down with scarlet fever, and so they couldn't travel. And I know when they came with the children, they must have come down the passage on the boats were lower class, less pay. And I think that's what Mama and them came on, because it came with, let's see, it's Mama and Aunt Frida and Aunt Hilda, 3 girls, 4 girls, because Christina was little and born, and she was the one that died when the first year they were here. And he and her daddy died the first year. She's got their deaths in there. So I know that is in the Bible. And I don't know a lot more. I have no idea. I wish I'd have asked. I don't know what my grandmother's, her mother's maiden name was or anything. You were young and you didn't think to ask, or either parent. I just didn't think to ask anything. I know her mother's name was Amelia, and her stepdad, August. Oh, God, I can't think of the last name. That's my grandparents. Anyway, Mama went with him, and he was also 20 years older than Mama. And Grandma said, he's too old for you, and she started going with him and married him. And then she got Olson. Well, I think Mother was looking for a father figure, because she always talked about her dad. If Daddy had already lived, if Papa had lived, she's so-and-so and so-and-so. That. And I said, no, Mama, you don't know. Don't live like that.
Thank you, Mary.
I said, live as you have today. And she just talked about him, and I think that's why she got the older men, because she was looking for a father figure. But anyway, I can't think of the name. But this August, Mama went with Caspar, and it's Caspar is the way they spelled it. And
Casper's last name.
Yeah, August Caspar. And you've got the little beer stein, haven't you?
Dynamite.
I think I gave it to you. He brought that with him from Germany when he came over. And it's a child's little beer stein. And he always cherished that, and Mama had it. He gave it to Mama. And that's why I gave it to you. I always held on to it for that reason. But I don't. Now, Gladys is a cousin. That's Aunt Frida's daughter. For a long time, I had her thought, but she died at the time that we were in Mexico on my second honeymoon, and she had cancer. That was Aunt Frida's daughter, and Aunt Frida married. Can't think of his name right now. But she married, and he left her. She got pregnant with Gladys, and he left her. And Mama said when Sister was about 2 or 3 years old, they went up there to Philadelphia, and she said he was on the train selling sandwiches and stuff. And Mama said, I know good and well that Lauder was his last name. And she said, I know that was him. And he recognized me, and he never came back in again. Never came in the car, in the train there again where she could see him.
Mm-hmm.
So she said she's positive that it. Then Aunt Frida always blamed Mama for breaking them up. And I know Gladys was born in Brooklyn because that's where Mama took care of Aunt Frida and Gladys.
Mm-hmm.
Then after Grandma, Aunt Frida and Gladys went and lived with Grandma Casper, Grandma and Grandpa Caspers. And that's all I know of them, because I know when Gladys retired, she wanted to know something about when she was born, and I said, I don't know. I said, it's your birth date, and I can't remember the month and that, but I said, I know it was in Brooklyn that you were born in Brooklyn. So that was the only thing I could do to help her, and I never heard, she never said anything after that about it.
Well, don't let anybody say at 97 years old you can't remember stuff. You may have missed one name or two, but you got most of it.
Well, and the funny thing was, and I know Yvonne said her sister lives in Philadelphia. Well, at the time I couldn't remember when we would write to Grandma and Grandpa, it would go to West Philadelphia. That wasn't just Philadelphia. It was West Philadelphia that we went to, that they lived in. And Aunt Frida, them lived in Delaware. And I don't know, the only other one person I know would be the second cousin and there lives in Delaware. They called me the other day, Helena, and the other week rather, and to see how I was doing it. I could keep up with her, and she had a cousin that was trying to do the genealogy on the Hansons, and I never did get the letter answered to her, and I was going to because I wanted to look in the Bible, but I want Janet to have that Bible. It is a family Bible, and I don't know if it was Hanson Haggard Bible or if it was an Olson Bible when she was married, that she got it when she was married to John Olson. So
well, I can get it and see about getting it packed up.
Yeah, and sent to her. But be sure and look and see if that obituary, the big write-up of Grandpa Haggard.
I remember it. I know I at least have a copy of it, if not the original.
So otherwise, I can't remember too much.
I think you can remember a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, I can't remember a lot. And Cliff, of Papa's children, no one, only Charlie got married, and Cliff got married. Out of all the boys, out of the 6 boys, they're the only 2 that got married. Cliff had no children, and Charlie had a boy and a girl. And Cliff, the boy, kept up with Cliff, and Cliff said he lived in California. Where in California, I don't know. Then the girl, he had 2 daughters, 2 girls, and they both married. But Fern had no children. She married a preacher that had 2 children, and I don't think they ever kept up with her. And then Maydell, the oldest girl, she had 1 daughter, and then she had 1 daughter and a boy. So that's all I know about them.